I hope everyone is enjoying the Euros. As Euros group stage is coming to the end and quarterfinal stages will take time, so I thought why not to create some content regarding transfer season. As we are into transfer season is open, it will be going till August. So let's see how each team can improve themselves in transfer window. First of all, we will go with Chelsea Football Club as they are the champions of Europe, and I am a great Chelsea fan. So let's get started with whom should Chelsea sign, whom should Chelsea sell, and whom should Chelsea should give a chance to perform this season again. Let's get started. Coming to the first transfer target, that is Erling Haaland. What Chelsea gets if Chelsea is able to get Erling Haaland to Chelsea is 30 goals per season player. From business perspective, like he will be bringing a lot of fans to Chelsea Football Club, jerseys and merchandise. The lot of revenue from sales will be coming to Chelsea. There is only one problem. Whenever he will come with his agent, that is Mino Raiola. And we have seen Mino Raiola is a shrewd agent. He has been agent of very top players, like we have seen Lukaku, Ibrahimovic, Paul Pogba, Gianluigi Donnarumma. He kinds of doesn't allow the players to have a good connection with clubs. That's what I can see from his actions. So that's the only negative thing. If at all we sign Erling Haaland, otherwise we are going to get a great player for incoming seasons. What Chelsea currently have is Chelsea is having Timo Werner. He has played 52 games this season, 12 goals scored, 15 assists. Then we have Tammy Abraham, who has played 32 games, 12 goals, 6 assists. We have Oliver Giroud who has played 31 games, 11 goals scored, and we have Michi Batshuayi who is on loan on Crystal Palace, 20 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists. If we look at what Chelsea is having currently, is Chelsea is having top three players like Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham, and Oliver Giroud. Obviously, Timo Werner didn't had a great season with Chelsea this season, but he has been instrumental in attack. He is a very pacey attacker. He creates the spaces behind defenders. He for other players to move into those crucial positions and score the goals. Obviously, he is lacking in confidence this season, but I'm hoping he will be gaining his confidence back going into the next season. And we have seen Real Madrid, even Ancelotti wants to sign him. So he is a very valuable player, and we shall give him time to get his confidence back and get going for scoring. Coming to Tammy Abraham, as we have Tammy Abraham, he is a I'm saying very good striker. He is a target man kind of player. If you give a proper crosses to him, he will be scoring. And we have Giroud also. Oliver Giroud, he didn't get that much time in last few games which I have watched. I always want Oliver Giroud to come in whenever teams play a very low block conditions against Chelsea, as they have played Arsenal, Leicester City have beaten Chelsea. Even in the last day, Aston Villa has beaten Chelsea uh, because they were playing with a low block. And whenever you play with a low block, you want crosses to find your striker and striker to score, who head those balls into goals. So Giroud is that kind of player. If we provide 10 crosses to him, he will be scoring 6 out of those 10. So I'm not sure why Tuchel didn't use him. I know he is not that pacey. He does not do that much movement as Timo Werner, but still, if you want a target man to play against low block teams, Giroud is a go-to man. So I think we have and there might be a case where Giroud might leave this season, but still we will be having Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham. So I guess if at all we don't get Haaland, also still we have two good strikers. If we use them in tandem, we don't have any problem. And looking at the alternatives, if Haaland doesn't comes in, we have Gerard Moreno of Villarreal. He has played 46 games this season, 30 goals scored, 11 assists. Beautiful player. I have seen his performance against Manchester United in Europa League final, and he scored that goal, brilliant goal he has scored. And I think he will be a good player. But that's the thing, he has scored in this season. So we have Tammy Abraham, who is also a good player. So and both have similar kind of qualities. So why to bring in Gerard Moreno when we have Tammy Abraham? And looking at Harry Kane condition, I don't think Spurs will ever sell any Spurs player to Chelsea. Forget about Harry Kane also. So that is not going to happen. So I think Chelsea, if Chelsea gets him, that's well and good. But if we don't get him, we should not go to for buy another striker. We can use our two main strikers, Timo Werner and Tammy Abraham in tandem. If at all Oliver Giroud leaves the club. Coming to the next player, Ashraf Hakimi, what a dynamic right back he is. He was a teenager when during teenage years he played for Real Madrid, went on loan to multiple clubs, and now in Italy with Inter Milan. What Chelsea gets from this signing is a young and dynamic right wing back who is still very young. He will be the one of the best right wing backs in coming years. I'm truly amazed by his numbers. The problem only is whenever he will come in, we have Reece James, who has been phenomenal in Champions League final for Chelsea against Manchester City. So whenever he will come in, Reece James' game time might get down because Azpilicueta plays at a right centre back position. Of course, Azpilicueta is 31 years of old, and within 2-3 seasons he will be going or retiring from Chelsea. But still, competition makes players improve because of competition. So I think he will be a good addition to the team. Looking at Chelsea, Chelsea have currently three players. Reece James, who has played 47 games, scored 1 goal, 5 assists. Azpilicueta has played 43 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. That's mostly because he has played on right centre back position, so he could not cross much more balls into the D from right wing. And Tino Livramento, he is a 17-year-old teenager who is an academy player. I'm not sure whether he will get his chances in Chelsea squad, but we have him. So we have pretty three players in right back position currently, to be honest. So that's a very good thing. And if at all we don't get Ashraf Hakimi, we have one alternative in Nordi Mukiele, who plays for RB Leipzig in German Bundesliga, where he has played 40 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. Not a bad uh, stats, I will say. He's a good headed midfielder, sorry, defender, who likes to attack also. So my verdict is we really need Hakimi, to be honest, because Aspilicueta will be retiring after 2-3 seasons, or he will be leaving the club as 34 years age. I don't think he will be able to uh, physically that he will be physically that fit for Chelsea. So I think we should bring Hakimi, and because Hakimi can play as a right wing back, can play as a right midfielder, and we have James. James can play as a right centre back, also right wing back, right back. So we can use these both players. Just the thing is, both players needs to be under control. Like both will not get the game time. Like the game time needs to be divided in half, proper half, so that though both players remain happy. Otherwise, I think Ashraf Hakimi will be best addition to this team. Now coming to the third player, CDM position, that is Declan Rice from West Ham. What we will get is Chelsea blood. He will really improve our team chemistry because he has been a Chelsea academy starlet. He has played with Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Andres Christensen. So I think he will be a great addition to Chelsea. And we have seen he is a fine defensive midfield player, minded player, and he has played 35 games this season, 2 goals, 1 assist, and 2 yellow cards. Looking at yellow cards, I think he is a good tackler of the ball and doesn't he do the foul but doesn't get a card, I guess. And looking at the Chelsea has N'Golo Kante, 48 games played, 3 assists, didn't score any goal, 8 yellow cards. Jorginho, 43 games, 8 goals, 2 assists, 7 yellow cards. Then we have Matteo Kovacic, who is a playmaker kind of a player, 42 games, 2 assists, 7 yellow cards. And we have Billy Gilmore, 14 games, 1 goal, who recently got man of the match in Scotland versus England game in Euro. And looking at the alternatives, we are having Locatelli from Italy, who has been phenomenal in Euro 2025 Italy. Games played by 34 games, he's played 4 goals scored, 3 assists, and 9 yellow cards. That means he has fouled many opponents and got 9 yellow cards, but still he didn't get any red card. That's the main thing. And Marco Verratti from PSG, he is really solid player. I really wanted him 2-3 years, 4-5 years back when he was a really young talented boy, but he won't come to Chelsea, I guess, because he's currently in PSG, and PSG will be winning at least one trophy per season. And in Chelsea, that is a goal actually, but we might not be able to succeed. Sometimes we will not win any trophy. So and there is no incentive for him to come to Chelsea, where he can win in PSG and earning more salary. So I don't think Marco Verratti will be joining Chelsea. And my verdict for Declan Rice is, to be honest, 80 million plus is really, really very high for Declan Rice. I know he's a great player. No doubt he will be a fantastic player for Chelsea and England and West Ham for all, if at all Chelsea signs him. But we are having Billy Gilmore who is coming in, and three good players, three good center midfielders in our team. And to be honest, when we are playing with the 3-4-2-1 system of Tuchel, we are having three center backs, and when we are having two midfielder roles, there we want one CDM and one playmaker. So in one CDM, we are having N'Golo Kante and Jorginho and Matteo Kovacic play as a playmaker. So, and Billy Gilmore is also there. So I really don't see we shall add any more CDMs into our team who will be not that much improving the team. But yes, I may get hampered by Chelsea fans that what I'm saying is wrong. But that's just my opinion that Declan Rice will surely improve our team, but not up to the mark which we will be requiring. And our current midfield is very strong. I don't think we shall be going spending 80 plus millions. If he was 40, 60 million, I would have thought yes, we can get him, but 80 million plus is really very high. So I think we should not blind Declan Rice. Coming to the few good centre backs in transfer season. One is Rafa Varane, other is Sergio Ramos. What Chelsea have currently is the star Thiago Silva, Antonio Rudiger, Andres Christensen, who has scored a screamer in Denmark versus Russia game. We have Kurt Zuma, we have Aspilicueta, and we have few loaned out youngsters in Sar, Guehi, and Chalua. My verdict is, if at all we are able to get Sergio Ramos, Ramos is has brilliant mentality. His mindset is different. He's a warrior kind of a player. If we are able to sign him, he's a serial winner. If at all he joins Chelsea, he wants to win a league, FA Cup. He will be wanting to win something because he's a winner. He doesn't like to lose any game. So I think that mentality is what Chelsea needs, and that if at all he stays here for 1 or 2 years, our young defenders will be young defenders, and whole team will be getting that attitude, mentality, and mindset from Sergio Ramos, and they can improve. So I guess we shall really add Sergio Ramos if Ramos wants to join. Obviously, if Ramos wants to join PSG, he should join PSG. PSG is a kind of a fashion fashion football club from my perspective. I don't think they like to play cricket football more. They want to be a fashion football club. They haven't won the league also this time. Lille won the French league this year, so let's see how it goes. And looking at Varane, I really like Varane because Jose Mourinho found out Rafael Varane in Real Madrid. He debuted against Barcelona, scored on his debut against Barcelona. I'm really a big fan of him. I would have liked him to join Chelsea 3 years back when he was at his top. But as of now, as we are having Andres Christensen, 25-year-old, Tony Rudiger, 29, Kurt Zuma around 27, 28, Aspilicueta 31. I don't really see where Varane will be fitting into our Chelsea backline. We are having youngsters also coming in, so I really don't see Varane, because Varane is currently 27, 28, 29 to 30. So I really don't think. But Ramos, I will say, because Ramos is 30, 35, 36. If we give him 2 years contract, he will be 37 and he will be retiring. So still we will be having our youngsters coming in. So I think if Ramos is coming, that's great. But if we are going for Varane, I think we shall not go for Varane. That's what I think. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. I may be wrong, I may be right. We can agree to disagree, and I might get a lot of hate because of Declan Rice. But I think what is best for Chelsea is not to sign Declan Rice and go for Ashraf Hakimi. And if we get Haaland, that will be the best signing of the season. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.